Kombat King and a combat team. Boy, don't talk like you're on that team. You ain't bad, you ain't gonna step in the ring. Yeah. Kombat King and a combat team. Boy, don't talk like you're on that team. You ain't bad, you ain't gonna step in the ring. Step in the ring with Lankz, Greeny, Rimz, Bragz. Kombat King's putting facts on the map. Real conversations mixed with the bands. And man can't tell me about facts. Sweet man's leg, now his head's on the mat. And what you mean by gold, my guy, you fell off. I'm undefeated, like no got medal for John Jones. Kick man's head till the ref rings the bell off. Baddie like Paddy, if I ain't got a belt, then you know I ain't happy. Nah, man. Kombat Kings, everybody here's family. Guillotine man for my bros, I ain't ramping. Kombat Kings, that's the anthem. Kombat King and a combat team. Boy, don't talk like you're on that team. You ain't bad, you ain't gonna step in the ring. Yeah. Kombat King and a combat team. Boy, don't talk like you're on that team. You ain't bad, you ain't gonna step in the ring. Step in the ring with Lankz, Greeny, Rimz, Bragz. Kombat Kings put.
What is going on, people? We're back in the cave for another week of raw combat sport. Punditry.
Tell 'em Rimz.
Yeah. So, I think this week we are a combat show. It's not just MMA, even though we love the MMA. I think boxing. They had the headliners this week, innit? They had the headliners, so
back, baby.
We gotta start with some boxing this week, I think, man. We gotta start with some boxing because.
Wait. Are we back though? Is boxing back? Bragz, are you telling me?
No, you know it is.
Boxing,
No,
it's a shit show.
No,
absolute fucking shit show. I'm not airing it.
No.
You lot think if anyone says
they're getting people to fight regular though, and they're starting to make fights between people that should be fighting. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not talking about the performances. I'm just saying who's on the posters is looking good.
Man, like Scull.
Hey,
This a man that Nigel Ben said Conor Ben was putting work in.
Scull. Yeah, go down, Greeny. And on that note, boxing is slowly dying.
It's not slowly dying. You can't say it's
Oh, it's
slowly
dead.
dying.
It's even slowly dying on dead because there's this.
I'm not having that.
Hence why Dana needs to come over and do what he needs to do.
I tell you
Hence why Dana's going to be the guy promoting Canelo versus Crawford when we get into that.
Imagine that's
Hence
your
why-
first boxing match that you're promoting. What?
This is what I'm saying. Okay, so maybe we need Dana White involved, but I'm just being honest, yeah? Like, let's look. We're going to start off with this. The biggest name in boxing is fighting the biggest no name in boxing. What flag is that, bro?
it's Cuban.
Can't lie, Cuban
in
boxing
the past.
is proper. No, Cuban boxing
Yeah,
is
they're
legit.
serious.
Cuban
It's a
boxing-
style, man.
Cuban amateur sports are
Amateur?
Yeah. But they get to the pros and do their thing as well. You get me? The wrestling, the boxing, like they got, you know what I'm saying, gymnastics
Bro,
and
they're
that.
only okay like Annie, fam.
This was I'm not gonna lie. This fight was dead still. Like,
What do you mean?
I was out watching it for
Bro,
a
man
bit.
is 23-0-0 and has nothing to show for being 23-0-0. Absolute shit show, bro.
You know,
Absolute shit of a show, bro.
this was
This
like
is my
this was-
point, bro.
this-
He looked like Rimz could have punched him up in there, bro. Man, like Scull. That's what I'm saying.
Rimz.
Man, like Jeff Neal would have got in there and put hands on him, bro.
Jeffrey.
Hey, Turkey.
Jeffrey.
Turkey. My paycheck ain't as much. You get me?
You know what I'm saying?
You get me? But no, it wasn't. We had a lot of poor performances over the weekend in boxing. To be fair, with big names.
I was just gonna say, like, arguably this was the biggest weekend for boxing this year, and it came on the back. You know what? It's like, bro, I can't. Like, they timed it so perfectly, bro. Like, come on the back of Conor Ben Eubank. Do you know what I'm saying? Conor Ben Eubank was such a big fight.
But it went
Loads
wrong.
of people locked in, and then people, like, what? We got boxing on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We lock it. Bro, you know there was more punches thrown in the rounds 11 and 12 of the Conor Ben fight than landed in the Garcia fight and the Haney fight combined. Combined.
But yeah, you know what the problem is for me?
You're not going to say that's entertaining.
No, but this is the thing though, bro. Those are boxing matches, and predominantly that's a boxing match. Like what we saw last weekend with Conor Ben and Eubank.
a fight. That's
We said it was a scrap. That was a fight.
But that's the thing. I feel like boxers like it's like they don't want to engage in a fight, bro. They just try like the high level ones. That's what it seems like to me, bro. They're just trying to, which I understand. I understand. I understand that.
I've said this to you. It's a bit like when I let me land with this. So what I said with the Conor McGregor thing, right? With the stardom before you didn't let me land, and I said he took it to another level. That's Floyd, bro. He took being a flashy, fancy boxer to another level. That whole don't get hit. No, but there's a way to do it though. When you're moving like Forrest Gump, it's different, bro. Like, you know what I mean? This mad, bro. Like there's a way to evade and still be able to counter and do something with it. Man's just.
That one's killing me.
That was mad.
Like, you get me, bro.
Ferris guy around. But you know what it is? Again, this is the problem. Floyd took it to another level where everyone's trying to be that level. He's an anomaly.
Yeah.
He's like LeBron James, like Michael Jordan. There's certain people that come only in once that generational. They only once, like, you get me? Like, you're not gonna get many of them. There's one of them, or maybe 1.5 to 2. Bro, fight. Guys, you don't actually want to get in there and have entertaining fights and build your career. You need to fight more where you're actually knocking guys out to have that. Look what Tank showed it. Like, as much as, but if you're starting to knock guys out,
people are going to lock in. Yeah.
People are going to lock in. And it's because, hold on, let me just go back to it. We're living in a world where everybody is impatient. Everyone's impatient to get money. Everyone's impatient for building great. Everyone wants everything now. So, including fans, when we're at home watching it, we come from back in the days where it was a bit more, you had to be patient. We grew off patience. Technology nowadays makes our fundamental brain not be patient. We just want knockouts. I go YouTube and watch a knockout right now.
Yeah. People want the dopamine hit.
People get the dopamine hit. Facts.
It's true.
And that's why I'm saying boxing's failing, because the art of Floyd was an anomaly, and people kind of watched it. As much as they tuned in to watch him fight on a great high scale level, they also tuned in to watch him get knocked out. Yeah. That was the thing, and you can't have the probably the biggest name in boxing, along with Tank, Canelo Alvarez, fighting a guy called Scull, bro, on 23-0-0, and had one good punch in the whole fight.
What's that like? Just on Canelo, he's definitely slowed down.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously, I know he's getting on in age. I think he's 34, turning 35 soon. His age has caught up to him. And to be honest with you, like, he's a man like Max Holloway, bro. How many fights has man had? Man said, what, 66 fights now? 67 fights maybe? Like, it's ridiculous, bro. Recorded. That's a whole, you know what I'm saying? That's before amateur. That's a lot of fights, bro. And he's been fighting at an elite level for a long time now. So... yeah, he said he's got 3 fights left and he's hanging it up. Yeah,
fair enough. But we're getting a super fight out of it. So.
At least one, yeah. Because I'm saying, look, after the Terence Crawford fight, that could be run back depending on how it goes.
Quickly, how did he make up with Turkey? I don't know what happened there, because they had obviously the falling out. How did they?
Turkey said, bro, under the table, man's got a briefcase. Open it and let me know, innit? And if he said no, he said there's another briefcase underneath that briefcase, and you got to open that one as well.
You got him over.
You got him over there, bro. He did what you had to do, fam. Turkey Al Sheikh, yeah. Look, let me say this, Turkey, my brother, yeah. Listen, thank you, innit? Cause he's doing everything that everyone wants him to do. You get me? Tell me that we'd even be mentioning boxing in 2025 if it weren't for Turkey Al Sheikh.
No, he changed the game. He definitely changed the game.
We had that initial debate was in 2023, bro.
I know, I see it the other day when I clicked on.
Do you get what I'm saying?
December 2023.
2023. And I was saying, yo, Turkey Al Sheikh is the resurgence of boxing.
Yeah, but it's still not been great. Yeah, but it's not been to the level where I think you even expected it to be.
But then bringing over Dana.
But that's my point. Remember when I said in that same debate, we'll have to see. We're still in that having to see process. We are. Hence why Dana's gotten involved, and I think they're trying to remodel it and re-energize it in a different way, where they're gonna take your brains off of having this undefeated way about.
They're moving on past that. Yeah, they're moving.
This is my point, because that was Floyd. That's what I'm trying to say. This is the thing about the. It's either knockout or you got to be undefeated. That's how boxing turned out to be, and that's my point. I feel like they've got. You're right. But I said it's gonna take one. When you was like the next year, and I was like, no way. There's not enough named value boxers. Like we should know who Scull is at 23-0-0.
Yeah,
he should be on TV more often.
You're right about that, but I tell you what went wrong with 2024 is that Fury lost against Usyk. If Fury beat Usyk, then he fought AJ. Bro, I'm telling you, this debate wouldn't be had right now.
Yeah, I get you, but
because that fight would have been the littiest fight of time.
They could still make it, though.
They still will. They're gonna make that fight. And this is the thing.
So
Look,
the point's a bit invalid.
But you see what you're saying. You see what you're saying about losses, yeah, and how losses, like Turkey's making losses not matter no more, bro. They're saying Haney might still fight Garcia.
Oh, that's all dead.
No, but you see what I'm saying. Even though Garcia took the L.
Yeah.
They might still put him in there, so we're seeing what we want to see.
No, we're not. I don't want you to see what you want to see.
Man, they want to see that fight, bro.
No, I don't.
People want to see that fight more than they want to see.
No, it would have been better if they both had won. It would have. It would have looked. The
100%.
story plays out a bit better, and the performance didn't look how they looked. Like
Both of them were dead. Both of them were dead.
This is what I'm saying, bro. Listen, these guys have not got back in the day boxing hunger, bro. This is what. Don't you read? What's the problem in the NBA? They say all the old dogs don't respect the new dogs.
Don't play
And
defense.
This is my point. These man don't have no backbone, bro. They have no grit. These new boxers, bro, they're in it for a payday. They're not in it to be the man, bro. Like, and have that dog about them, bro.
That goes back to your point, bro. That goes back to your point.
There's like one or two guys that have that mentality or heart. It's not the pack. Back in the day, we had a pack of man like that.
Yeah, but bro, this is the thing. Back day, if you wanted to make bread, you had to put bums in seats. The only way you put bums in seats is if you had good fights. Nowadays, people are there to see because of your personality more than your skills.
That's the problem.
Yeah, but when it gets down to the nitty gritty, do you want to fight or do you want to just box and stay on the outside? Bro, if your paycheck is going to be the same either way, I don't want to get punched in my face, bro. If I can avoid punches and I leave with a decision, UD win. I just won on points, all happy days. I landed 8 punches. Bro, I'd rather do that than have, I knocked a man out, but I'm in the hospital for 3 days like Eubank, fam. You get me?
Yeah.
Bruv, but then it comes to a point, then come out of the
Same
sport.
bread, you know?
Come
Same
out of the
bread.
sport, bro. This is a violent sport. You got to have heart or you don't. You can't be half in, half out. You're even fully in, I've said this, or you're out. These men are too flashy, talking before the fight, which I found entertaining, that Lopez, Haney thing. It was, but no one backed it up, like Rimz said. Like Rimz said, no one had backed up none of them conversations. So it looks dead after.
Yeah.
No, you're right.
There's no backbone to it after that. You built it, you killed it. Now you don't even build it. We love it. Oh, we're gonna take this to another level now. This is like it's flat now. It's
The
like,
weekend could still be saved by a Nui, though. You know what I'm saying? The monster.
what was you gonna say?
That
Rimz,
little
anyway?
monster,
I know
that
you
little
was gonna
monster
say
might
something.
knock a man out.
Yeah,
still.
what was I gonna say again? Literally forgot now, man. You made me forget.
Sorry.
That's old age as well,
Yeah,
though.
still, bro, trust me, I be forgetting a lot these days, bro. It's crazy.
Pressure of the world.
That's either the age or you might have been taking a little too much punishment in sparring, fam.
Antonio
Jeffrey
Brown.
Neal, you know.
Antonio Brown.
Hey,
But yeah, the state of again. Look, you just moved over from Canelo straight to the Garcia fight
Yeah.
and the Rolly. Look, go and break this down. This fight. Did Garcia even look great in this fight?
no, he got dropped in the second, and then after that, he couldn't get composure, bro. Like, it was just
No, but Garcia's a man that once you touch him,
yeah.
like he's a bit shaky like that, innit? Like he kind of loses where he's at almost. Like
So going back to your fight, going back to what you said. Remember, going back to that 2023 debate when you was that you got to see Garcia and Haney.
Tank. It was Tank that year.
Oh, Tank. Sorry, Garcia and Tank. And I was like, yeah, but I'm not a Garcia. That man could see that he's not. He talks too much. He does too
They
much
weight trained
things.
Garcia in that fight though. Like,
Yeah, they did. They did
lest
kill
we
him.
forget,
They did
lest
kill
we
him.
forget.
No, hold on. You know what we've got to talk about with Garcia? He fought Haney. He popped. He's clean. He looked like shit.
Could be a year out of the ring though. Could be.
But
Get paid for. I hate them excuses.
But that's something that's gonna be a topic of discussion.
Yeah, but also,
You know what
bro,
I mean?
like you do steroids, like, and then you get off steroids, your body does take a bit of a toll. You get me? Like, you can't, bro. If you cheat with the devil, fam, well, you know what I'm saying?
So why do you want me to be invested into him, fam? This is my point. Why do you
Because he
want
has
me?
the quickest hands of a man that I've ever seen.
Weren't quick enough for the defense.
Thank you. That's dead, bro. That narrative is so bull.
No, look.
That is.
He's entertaining. Like, regardless, the boxing might not have been entertaining, but he's an entertaining figure. Like, you can't deny that. If you watch a Ryan Garcia,
Yeah, but I'm not watching it live.
I'm saying Ryan Garcia versus Conor Benn for me. That's the fight to make. They're both on losses. Like, run that. And then it's a battle of the juice, man. Just do your stuff. Who cares? Do your stuff. Maybe. You man both want to do steroids, do it.
But they're the fights they're the fights for sure that Conor Ben should be looking at. That's Eubanks thing is there.
The Eubank thing should be done. Hey, let me ask you this as well. What did you think about Turkey just shutting down Times Square? Because I think that was a cold move, but it didn't work the way it was supposed to work. For 3 fights.
To be honest, it should have drawn a lot of attention to the event because, like, man, shutting down the city, bro. Like, you know,
like the busiest part of the world.
I don't know what it looks like numbers wise. I don't know, but
they weren't audience.
No, but like it would have been pay per view, no?
Would have been pay per view, yeah. The zone, innit?
Yeah, I don't know what it would have be saying like that, but yeah.
I just think like to have do that is crazy.
The sad thing is they're trying to do too much with bad product, bro. It's like building a great factory and having bad workers and bad fucking materials inside it, bro. But the factory's phenomenal, second to none. But you got bad workers and you got bad materials to build. It's just not good enough, bro. I get what they're trying to build, but bro, inside it's way better. If Turkey was doing that with MMA fighters, a man's head was getting kicked off in Times Square. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. That's my point. Like you guys, he could make one. Like someone like Turkey could make like one silver start overnight, bro.
Yeah,
if he was doing that and doing stuff like that, that's my point.
You say man should just invest in Muay Thai and kickboxing.
I've been saying that. Bro, imagine he took over one, like, and that's what we were saying in kickboxing, and he had all of that.
Yeah, that might have been a better investment.
This is what I said. And he was having man getting spun properly.
But he's a man that loves boxing, and this is the thing, bro. This is my thing, yeah. Casual fans don't appreciate the art that is boxing, because boxing is an art form.
It is.
You know what I'm saying? It's not just a fight. Like, if you want to just watch, and this is the thing that I get a bit confused about with casual fans of combat sports. How is it that as a casual fan, you don't watch the UFC? Because every week, without fail, on the prelims, we're more time on the prelims.
So what do you mean? A casual fan of what? Sorry.
Just a casual fan of combat sports.
Okay.
How is it that you're not locked in and watching the UFC every week? Because on the prelim, if you just want to see a war and you want to see someone die and get calloused and, you know what I'm saying? On the prelims, every week, there's at least one man that goes to bed.
Yeah, I hear that. But if you take that even to the next level, why don't you watch Muay Thai?
No,
facts. You know what I'm saying? That it's the same. It's even a bigger
lock into
like,
DFC.
You know what I'm saying?
June 8th. DFC 8. We back, baby.
But yeah, man, I don't know with boxing, man. I feel like it's in a weird place. I think they're trying to again do too much with not enough. Like, and again, I think too much. This is the thing why UFC is great. Too much boxers have too much power where they drag things out. They say yes or no to a lot of things, and I think that's why we don't get what we want. Look, going straight into the Haney fight. Who cares about this?
Yeah, Haney is a character that divides people, though.
Here
You gonna get us locked off?
I like these man.
Where is it? Where is it?
You gotta
You're gonna get us locked off, bro.
I'm trying to find the chorus, isn't it?
That's Aloy.
I'm trying to find
That's
it.
Aloy.
I'm trying to find it.
Prepared.
I didn't have it prepared.
No, because you can't run that if you don't have it prepared.
It's Aloy.
Yeah. He said he'd be forgetting.
Whilst you're finding that, let me ask you, Shane, yeah? Real question, yeah? Is boxing 2025, is boxing in a better position now than it was last year, or is it worse off?
No, it's in a better position. It's in a better position. It's just the percentages. It's a bit like Rimz will understand this. It's a bit like Bitcoin. Bitcoin outperforms everything else. Everything still moves up. The stock, the index moves up. Stocks, exchanges move up. But Bitcoin pumps. It pumps. That's plus 20% every year. But it's still up over the year. If you do the yearlies, always on it. It's always up. It's always been up 20% plus on every year it does. So where you're getting 5% from the S&P 500 or 6%, that's giving you 20%. So everything does get pushed up. I was even watching something last night where you go, growth is made, pause, but you grow like in the sense of in businesses, growth is made, but it's what percentage?
Yeah. Is it in line with the inflation and them things?
Right. Yeah. So it's like, is boxing in line to grow? Like, is it still in? And that's why I said it's got a beautiful building. Hear what I just said earlier with Turkey, Dana coming in. The foundation it's starting to look good. But they need to do something with the workers inside it.
Yeah,
and
you got a big factory, but you got mice working.
That's what I'm saying. It's not good. It's not.
Work,
and that's my point that I'm trying to make. And that's a good point that you made, Greeny. But I just feel like that's why it's catch-22 on both sides, isn't it? But that's why I feel like the UFC's better. Yeah, it's a bit more. It's like Putin and Jinping and them man and them man, you get me? Them man are dictators.
What's my man in Africa moving mad?
Ibrahim Toure,
Yeah,
bad boy.
yeah.
He moving mad.
No, not moving mad. As in like.
He's trying to help Africa.
No, I don't mean it like that. Like, I mean it in a good way, bro.
The sun, man.
I don't mean it like that, bro.
I like alloys.
Yeah, he's selling out. Rimz will sell out for a quick £10. God, man. Sell out all the people for a tenner.
I can't lie. I was ready to sell my soul, bro. But Rimz will be the first man to wear a dress.
Yo, moving mad. You want makeup, bro.
I dressed as the Joker, bro. Nickal Jokic. Don't get twisted. Average a triple dub every week. Hey.
But again, like I think you're right though. That was a good point that you made. I feel like, but again, what's this doing? All right, let me ask you a question. Has Haney become more of a star than where he was before all of that? See?
This is the fight for him to try and revive his name.
Okay. Hold on. When we were high, hold on.
I can't bother to find it, bro.
All right, let me ask you a couple of questions. Remember when I was calling this out? Let's go back to it. Has Haney been a bigger star since 2023?
Do you know what's crazy? I wouldn't. He was involved in a huge fight with him and Garcia. Yeah. Members of the public don't like him on the back of what happened with Garcia. So actually, I think he's regressed a little bit.
Cool, that's my point.
His name is more well known, but he's regressed in terms of popularity.
Yeah, cool. There you go.
In people liking him.
That's bad. Shakur Stevenson, has he gotten even really?
He's gotten bigger. He's gotten bigger. He has gotten bigger. He's definitely.
His name compared to how it was before. Yeah.
People know Shakur more than
people know Shakur.
Yeah, but not to the level that we should be knowing a top-notch boxer like him. It's still a bit fainted. Even though I'm a Shakur fan, it's still fainted for me. Ryan Garcia.
Oh, Ryan Garcia.
People know.
Huge star.
No, I didn't
Ryan
say
Garcia is
I'm
the
talking
second
about from
biggest
where
name
they
in boxing.
were. Hey, wait, listen to the question now. I'm listening to where they were when he was undefeated and all of that and the big and the hype and to where he is now. Has he digressed? I'm talking about has he digressed in general?
He's regressed.
I'm
as
talking
a
about
boxer.
yeah, that's my point.
He's a top
This is what I'm
5
talking about.
name.
Forget the
He's a
store.
top
I'm
5
talking
name.
about boxing. I'm talking about have you regressed, Like have we seen better in you? Remember, all these men supposed to be young. So this is what I'm asking you.
Yeah.
This is what I'm saying. You've had more no's already, and I ain't even finished the
No,
list.
but people are locked into watching fight. I think
But
like
even-
kids love
cool,
Ryan
but
Garcia.
even Bud only recently got respect, and people still, I still don't think they're still fully trying to make him that star that he's supposed to be.
This should more. Go on.
No, say it.
This should be more your question. How big is the Terence Crawford Canelo fight? Because I'm not gonna lie, if you take the top 2 pound for pound fighters, because that's what those two are, you know, Canelo must be number 2 if Terence is number 1.
No,
yeah?
in a
Maybe
way, it's
Usyk,
not.
and Nui.
Usyk. Sorry, Usyk's number 1. Then it's
Crawford.
Crawford,
yeah.
then Inui, then
Yeah,
okay.
then
So
Canelo,
you're
I
taking
think.
2 of the top 5 pound for pound stars, yeah, and you make them fight. That should be fight of the year, right?
No, Greeny.
No, but I'm just saying, take their names out.
It should.
Of it should be. What the hell?
Bro, you're dragging man around weights, bro. Then when man gets point, oh wait, this he looks giant, this that. That's why boxing's fake. You're dragging man them around weights.
I agree, but
I
that's
can't lie. Crawford look like he's the same size as my man,
he
bro.
Did.
Like,
He did. Crawford's been out of the ring for a little while, you know. I think he has actually tried to put on a little bit of size because in terms of height, stature-wise, they're similar height.
you got longer reach as well.
Yeah. I don't think the dimensions are going to be as crazy as I first thought, but I still, obviously, Canelo is in that weight class and he's there for a reason. But what I'm saying is that if you take 2 top 5 pound for pound fighters in the UFC and make them fight, almost like what you did with Islam and Volk, that's what they're doing in boxing. So, like, is that it? How big of a fight is that? Like, going to be the biggest fight of the year? Do you think, or is Conor Ben and Eubank still bigger than that?
No, they should.
never
No,
be
they
because
should.
they're
They
British.
should do numbers.
It won't.
Yeah, they should do numbers.
That's Canelo.
Canelo should definitely do numbers
And
with
then
Crawford. Yeah.
So that's going to be the biggest fight of the year. You think?
It should be, yeah.
Unless AJ fights at
Tyson Fury,
Tyson Fury,
which
yeah.
that will happen back in the year still.
we'll have to
Hopefully.
see.
That's going to happen back in
Let's
the
But
year.
get
through
to
some,
let's get
but,
to some of
but
these.
at the end of 2025 then, yeah, look at the year that boxing's had.
No, they're doing better in terms of what they're putting on the poster. But did you enjoy the product, bro?
Thank you.
Did you enjoy the product? This is the question after
It's
that.
like the food looks good,
Yeah.
But I don't
but it
taste
don't taste nice.
Yeah.
But that's I'd rather have food that looks mad, but when I eat, I'm like, Yo, I know to the eye, but bro, it's what actually.
If you get food
Taste.
poisoning after, you don't want that food again. Fam, you get me?
Boy.
It's true though. In America, bro, these men are paying like $99 for that pay-per-view, bro. I'd rather just take. You know what I'm saying? That's like buying a takeaway and getting food poisoning, fam. If that's the product. If you locked in on a pay-per-view for $99 and you saw 3 fights and 2 of them were the Haney and Garcia fight, that's meaty, bro.
Impossible.
And Nuri is fighting G-Bull, my brother. You get me? The monster's back in action later on today. Come on.
All right, go through some of these questions.
So, all right, let's go back. Good. Let's just start. There's quite a few.
Shout out to everyone in the chat. Guys, you know what to do. Hit the like button for us. Never forget to hit the like button. And tell a friend to subscribe. You know it helps the channel grow.
Lakers
All right. I did throw this in the chat today.
Go ahead.
Ibs is saying, regardless, I think Bud beats Canelo. I'm with you, Ibs. I'm leaning towards that right now still.
Canelo looks slow. His reflections are gone. Like his
Weird.
movements, his reflections.
He's more parrying than that now, blocking.
Blocking.
What's mad is that you can't even use you can't use the age argument with Canelo because he's younger than Terence.
Yeah. So
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I hear it.
It might, maybe don't. I don't know, man. I don't know. Like,
but this is what you're thinking now, though, because before, if we asked this maybe a couple years ago, you're saying Canelo punches him over. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I still think Canelo has, like, people have outboxed Canelo for a period of time. Like, look at what Amir Khan did. I know it was early on in his career or many years ago now. But Amir Khan did bits against Canelo until he didn't. You know what I'm saying? He was doing so well and he got run over by a lorry. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know that game, you know that chicken run game where you have to cross the thing. Boom,
That's
boom,
true.
boom, like, that was Amir Khan Canelo. You get me?
That was the last of him as well. He ended his career basically.
Bro, then he went and got spun back. Other man, them Kel broke and all that. Prescott, come on, man. Do you know what I'm saying? But
are them guys as smart as a man like Crawford?
yeah,
You know
and
what I mean?
that's like, and Terence Bud is gritty as well. Like you talk about gritty, that's a man that's got the grit in him. You know what I'm saying? So I actually do. I kind of hear the argument for Bud a little bit more than I did before. Still.
All right. What we saying? What else we got? We covered that. Haney fight was even worse. Yeah, we kind of.
So what? Haney was the worst on all the cards you believe?
That was the worst.
Oh, it was worse.
Scump.
Bro, there was a round when none of them landed a punch.
Bro, that's because
You know that, right?
Haney's scared to get dropped again. He's scared, bro.
But apparently he was working with Shane Mosley and he was supposed to be sitting on punches and.
No, when he sat on his punches, he actually looked like he actually looked like he was throwing heavy hands when he was sitting on his punches, but he didn't do it enough. And it's the fear that he had from getting slumped by Garcia. It is.
Yeah, when you don't want to get hit hard like that again and get embarrassed.
That's more as well, I think, bro, because you got to understand that style of fighting is almost like the Apex, where there's not many people there. Like, bro, there was like 200 people there max, but it's in the middle of a busy street, bro. Like, I think that it's just got weird vibes there. So I think it could, psychologically, I think you have to be really strong to fight in that type of atmosphere when you're used to fighting in front of 50,000 people.
It should be easier.
It should be,
but more like sparring.
But it might be easier for lesser skilled individuals who are more used to fighting in front of less people. If you're used to getting you're amped up, you're fighting in front of a big crowd, like you're doing your walking and all that stuff, and you get yourself hyped, I think it's more difficult to then take it back a step and fight in that type of an atmosphere.
Okay. Fair enough. Anything else, Rimz? Was it Greeny who has the biggest? Answer that question from Principal Sayers.
Okay. Greeny, who has the bigger Psycho's dad out of Theo, Haney, and Garcia?
A real bad boy question. Let me tell you this, yeah. Haney's dad can't stand him. Can't stand him. Can't stand
He's
him.
An annoying human being.
Tell
bro.
me you've ever liked someone that's called Bill. Bro, I've never known a man called Bill that I've like, I like Bill. I hate Bill, bro. William and them.
Annoying. He talks more than his son.
Yeah, that's what rubs off on Haney as well, because I think people don't like Haney because of his dad.
As well. Yeah. That's trying shit, bro. Your son's not even that good as well. He's not even that good, bro.
Bill Haney is the type of brother that will do what Halliburton's dad did.
Yeah.
Come and start mouthing off at a man. Shut
up,
up, man.
Who are you?
It's bro, we're here to watch your son, fam. You're just lucky that you're even here, bro. Like,
are you saying Haney, Theo, then Garcia?
Yeah, no, Garcia's dad, I mess with him still because Garcia's dad's on this my son's not crazy vibe. And Ryan Garcia's not crazy. He's just here to get views, fam. People have to respect that.
I can't believe I stayed up to watch this. The S&P 500.
And that was in response to
that was what you was when you was talking. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, and Haney.
Yeah, we covered that.
Yeah, it was bad stuff. Puff Daddy Turkey. Nah.
Boxing was meaty this weekend. It was.
Very. This is what I was saying to you, though, bro. To have all three of them, look how much names you had in that. That was supposed to be a minute. That's supposed to be a moment for them. It's just bad. Because I ain't gonna lie, when we get into it, the UFC was a lot better. As for a show, what? Knockouts,
certain man, though.
Bro, finishes, bro. See?
G-Ball saying everyone looks bigger than Canelo. That doesn't mean shit. Canelo been fighting pro and fighting grown men since he was 15.
Big facts.
Canelo is old in the boxing world.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, no, big facts. Big facts. We said that. We said that.
Yeah, 100%.
What about, I saw this. What about Crawford holding hands with Turkey?
Yeah, no, but Turkey, this is what I'm trying to explain to people. You see the Turkey thing?
That's a respect.
That's a respecting, fam.
I'm about to pay you some money. This is how we do it.
Yeah, you know when he like he even holds Dana's hand, fam.
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah, hold his hand. But that's a respecting.
It's a respect thing. Yeah, we're friends. We're gonna.
Bro, big man thing. What? Are you letting Turkey hold your hand? He's holding my hand.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, bro. For that, brother,
Turkey can hold my hand.
All three of us coming out in a row like this, like tweenies, Teletubbies. We'll be singing, bro.
Wait.
We'll be singing.
If you're Teletubby, which one are you, bro?
I'm Poe.
You're
two. Scooter.
Oh, it's the red one.
Yeah, with the scooter.
The scooter.
Yeah.
What's the one I was always eating, bro?
Yeah.
That's me.
No,
Tinky Winky, fam.
No. La.
With the green one, I can't remember.
No, how can I not be the green one? My whole last name is Green, fam. I must be the green one, fam.
Tinky Winky was purple.
Yeah, you can be Tinky Winky, fam.
That's mad.
That's crazy,
That's
man.
a fire for
No
that.
one wants
Nah,
to be
Lala's kind of mad, though.
No, Lala would be Lala.
What, the yellow man?
Yeah, then Tinky Winky.
That's meaty, man.
Tinky Winky used to have a purse and a hat.
Yeah, that was fully a woman.
That was the biggest one anyway. That's the tallest one, man.
What else we got?
Nah, Golden State Warriors ain't gonna bottle it, man. That's my team.
Oh, we're getting there. We're getting there. Don't worry,
see
we're getting
Steph
there.
Curry looking at his crying son. Steph Curry about to drop 45.
He ain't.
All right, I think it's time to move on.
Steph Curry and Jimmy combined tonight, gonna get like 75
They're gonna
points.
go. Jimmy, playoff Jimmy right now. It's gonna be playoff.
Yeah, he
Jimmy.
locked in still, but they didn't need another performance.
No, you know it's not. We just had turnovers in the last game.
Oh, I forget that you're a Golden State fan.
Yeah.
I'll be rooting for the Houston Rockets tonight.
Yo, wait, son.
All right, we're gonna get into careful.
Let's do it.
Sorry.
It's UFC time.
Woo, my favorite part. Let's do it. So what we're saying, UFC fight night. We was at the Wells Fargo Arena, and main card was a absolute shutdown because we had a run and only 4th ranked Corey Sandhagen, and he was fighting the 5th rank. So we had 4th versus 5th, very rarely seen, but this was a battle, good old battle, and it was Devin Figueiredo. Guys, now let me start with Rimz. I have to start with only one person.
Ridder. Yo.
The Ridder.
Oh shit! I want to talk about the Ridder, bro. I'm just here for the Ridder right now, bro. I'm here for the Ridder right now, bro.
I heard the whole intro. No, hold on. I got it at home. Ain't that rude, yeah? Man done the whole intro for you lot at home and broke down the 4th rank, 5th rank. I said Corey Sandhagen.
I said 4th rank.
And he loves Corey Sandhagen.
I do. He's my guy.
Sandman. The Ridder in 2. That's it, the Ridder
Sorry.
That was ruthless.
That was bad.
I know, go straight to the Ridder.
That was bad. No, that was bad. No, that was too bad. That was too bad.
I was like, yo, that's a good. I was actually sat there thinking that was a good intro.
No, that was too bad. No, sorry. Hey, we got to talk about Sandman still. Sandman. Hey, no, he takes some. But when he's back on form, my boy. I can't fault anything really. It was a clean performance, bro. Obviously, the injury happened, but the injury was caused because of what he was doing, innit? Because he's done it before. He's done it with TJ as well, so you can't really knock him for the injury. Performance was great, man. Sandman he's ready. He's ready.
I just want to say, first of all, yeah, bruv, please take Michael Bisping off commentary. He is so annoying, bro. Man said it was a 10-8 round in the first round. How was it a 10-8 round, bro? It was a 10-8, bro. He goes, and he got uppercutted. Then he goes, oh, he didn't take a punch. Bro, he got clean uppercut Corey early, in round one. And he got an inside leg kick.
What did Bisping
say?
say?
Oh, it's a
Bisping
10-8 round. Bisping's annoying on commentary, bro. I can't
He said something about, no, this is it. He said,
he's being honest.
Corey done the leg entanglement. He said, "What are you doing that for?" And then man swept him. Like, shut up.
That's what I'm saying. Shut up, bro. He talks like I get you're an ex-UFC fighter, bro, but you don't know what the actual game plan is or what they're going in there to exactly do. Just chill out. You don't know what they've worked on as well.
He does waffle.
Yeah, man, sometimes just waffling, bro. Just annoying. That's the first thing I want to say. Because that's what I was going to get into that point after as well when he said that. But shout out to Corey Sandhagen because Davison Figueiredo was trying to do that wrestle game with him and that top pressure wrestling, and he was having none of it still. He found his way out of it. It was a good bit of MMA. This was a good MMA fight to watch. You had good bits of striking in it. Then you had the mix up with the wrestling. You had the jiu-jitsu setups. They both went for knee bars, leg locks, heel hooks. It was really good to watch.
Get up was good from him.
Get up was good.
Or reversing.
The reversing
Round
was
the pound
good.
looked nasty.
Well, again, the one thing I'm going to say though before I go over to you, Greeny, is Davison Figueiredo's fought a lot at this weight since he's come up. He's fought consistently, like every 3 months. He's been fighting. If you go and check, click on his name. No, I just want you to bring this up. He's burnt out a bit, man. He's burnt out. Yes, I was about to say.
It's not just that though, Bragz. It's not just that.
Look, but let's go through it, yeah? So, load that up. So, May 4th, he just fought. That was December, November. Yeah, August 2000 to April and December 2000.
Listen.
So, bro, he's had that's 24. Look from December. Look at who he's fought.
But it's not just that. And Militant just said it. Yeah, I was just gonna say, I've been said it, but he's too small at that weight, man. It's too small at that weight, bro. It's all good against doing it against Rob Font and Cheeto and them, man.
You're right.
Once you get to these elite fighters, bro, you're too small, man. And the thing is, he needs like a 130 division. Do you know what I'm saying? If he was a boxer, he'd be all right, because he'd be the world champion still at 130. Do you know what I'm saying? Because they'd have like boxing weight classes like every 2 pounds or whatever. Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? But where UFC is every 10 pounds or 15 pounds or 20 pounds, that's how you get caught out, bro. I've been said Figueiredo's too small. I knew he'd have a disadvantage. He'd be disadvantaged on the ground. Bro, he looked like a white belt in there, I'll be honest. Like when he's trying to go for the 50-50.
Yeah, from that position, he looked
crazy. But to be fair, I didn't realize that Corey's training with Ryan Hall, and obviously that's his main stuff in it. So obviously you're gonna look like a white belt if you're going in with someone who's with the elite. That's who made this position almost.
No, Figgy's grappling's normally good. He done a bit too much. No, it was bad because I believe he's burnt out, bro. Didn't you? That's why I just went through the track record, bro. Even if you go down even further, this guy was fighting consistently. He fought 3 times in 2004. Yeah, and he fought in December of 2023. Bro, no, that's consistent.
Those fights,
he's trying to get them back.
Took it out of him as well.
Bro, he's had him bet, and it's against the top. He went straight in against the top. No bottom end fight. It was straight against. So I just feel like he's a bit burnt out. Obviously, it's injury. Shout out to Corey. I didn't think he was ever going to beat Corey anyway. Corey's a better mixed martial artist.
Figgy ain't coming back after that.
Yeah, I hate
not for no title run.
There's a word, gatekeeper.
Yeah.
If you're gonna come back, get used to that word, because you ain't gonna be fighting the elite fighters no more.
Corey just knocked you out of it anyway.
They're gonna.
You lost twice.
They're about to put you in there with a man that you don't like, young boy on the come up. Do you know what fight he might be fighting in like a year or 2 years time? Raul Rosas Jr. That's the type of fight he's gonna be
Peyton Talibot.
Yeah, that's the type of fight he'll be fighting, bro.
And World Maker, and them, man.
I hear it. Still, you'd be like RDA, innit?
Listen, he better hope you know about World Maker. World Maker's gonna make his grave, huh?
Say he's gonna be the new RDA for Bantam.
Yeah.
If he continues,
that's it.
If he continues,
he will, because he's a fighter, bro. He loves it. You can see it. It's in his eyes, but you can see that he loves it, man. But
so what happens to Corey Sandhagen before we move on quickly? Because he's 4th ranked.
Probably it's either him or Jan, no?
Again
after the Sean O'Malley.
So what about Jan and Umar?
Yeah.
Umar. Oh yeah,
Jan.
that fight. I forgot about that fight as well. Yeah.
They could run it back with Umar.
Could run that actually.
That was a good fight.
No, not Umar's got to fight Jan before I see him fight him.
Fairs. Who recently fought that was like quite high up in the rankings in bantamweight? Can you pull up the bantamweight rankings? Because where's Corey standing? He was 4, yeah?
Sugar's going to be up there, innit? So you got
Sugar's
Sugar,
fighting Marab.
Sugar, Corey,
Sugar might do Marab.
Yan. The top would be Sugar, Corey, Yan, and Umar. That would be the top lot.
Yeah, but if he's not going to fight any of those guys, then...
Look, there you go. Look.
Who is there? Well, I must be getting old. My eyes must
Davison
be
Figueiredo, Sonia
can see
Dong,
that. Can
Marlon
see that.
Vera, Rob Font, Henry Cejudo,
That
Mario
looks like hieroglyphics,
Watsy,
fam. Bro, a big man thing that looks like hieroglyphics.
Jose Aldo, Kyler Phillips, Marcos McKee, and then Amir Zabi and Montel Jackson.
Boy, Father Time is kicking my ass right now, fam. All I can see, I can't even see the numbers, but I can just see like.
So yeah, there you go. So look,
Yeah, I
Sean,
can see
Peter,
that.
Yarn, Umar, Corey. So yeah, that's my point.
There ain't really no one for him to fight. Bro.
Oh, because he already fought, yo, bro. He's got a kind of.
And he's only just done 2
Can't
rounds.
fight.
He's gonna want to fight soon.
Yarn, he lost to Yarn and he lost to Umar. So he might have to fight one of them again. Or, I'm not even going to lie, this is what should then happen. What I would like to see, yeah, which makes sense, is Umar fight Peter Yarn and then Corey just gets the winner out of
Marab and
Marab and
but
Figgy.
even then,
And they give
he's
him
gonna
that
be on the
last title
sidelines.
shot.
He's gonna
That'll
be
be
sidelines for a while.
that's
though.
all right,
Yeah,
but that
it's a bit-
is what it is.
But is he gonna want to wait though? This is the thing that I think sometimes you gotta kind of you
Well,
wanna
you fight someone lower than you.
He's
Just
had
go and punch
chances
someone up.
already, so I feel
Yeah.
you have
just
to-
polish up in it.
Yeah.
No, fairs, yeah, fairs.
Because you've had runs already and you kept on falling short, so there's no. It's better to be prepared.
Yeah.
Because if you flop that one,
That's it.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
it.
yeah, done. Yeah,
This
yeah,
is his
yeah,
last
you're right.
opportunity. Corey knows that. If he
Yeah.
gets like, that's why I said I'll just stay silent and say, "Hey, Dana, give me the winner. Let them two fight."
Do you think
And they
Corey
can
beats
run them through
Marab
me.
though? Because I don't.
He
I'll
can-
be honest. I don't think he.
no,
beats
he
Sugar.
can. He can. You know why? You know why?
The knees.
No.
He's gonna pop his knee.
It depends. You see what it is with Marab. It will depend when someone will beat him, but like it depends when he gets caught because you rely so much on the cardio, bro. You're not a cardio in it,
But that's
like
what
the
I'm-
way you are for the whole entire career, unless you leave early. Bro.
No, he
Umar
can.
was
some point-
beating him up for 3
At
rounds.
some
Yeah.
point, bro,
At
you're gonna slow
technically
down.
2.5 rounds. Midway through that
yeah.
third round, the tables turned. But you know what? I've always said this with Marab. You got to be able to shut his lights off. And I don't think Corey can shut his lights off. I think Sugar can.
Yeah.
I think Sugar can. It wouldn't surprise me if Sugar beats Marab this time round. But like, I don't see Corey doing that to
The way he got
Marab.
manhandled in the last fight, Sugar looks so
Yeah,
bad.
but that 5th round, he caught him was what was
Shouldn't
it?
have
Yeah,
A
the
knee or
knee.
something,
Yeah, the knee. I think.
Wow, right at the end, bro.
Yeah, but I'm saying
That's
the fact that you've done it, like
You got to do
might-
that in the third.
Yeah, but you know what it is?
he already
You're
got
not really,
ragdolled.
but you're not really worried about Marab stopping you, are you? Do you know what I mean? So like, you can kind of put yourself in danger, not
Unless you get tired, like
unless you get tired.
Yeah.
But like early on, I think Sugar knows. I think the game plan to beat Marab, yeah, is you gotta just go out there and just cool. You gotta put a move, like you gotta try and stop him. And if he catches you or if he starts grappling you and you get wrestle fucked, like you just have to be prepared to sacrifice that round on the back of a mistake. But you have to be prepared to make that mistake in the first place. If you're not prepared to make that mistake, after a little while, cardio kicks in and he's gonna beat you.
Though, sacrificing rounds in the MMA.
I hate
It's
you.
not
Not,
boxing.
I think
it's not boxing.
But Sugar ain't gonna beat him
Yeah.
on round.
You give up a
it's
round
true.
and then you make
I
one
think
more
you
mistake
you get
in
a
the
bit
second.
more. I think you get a bit more leeway in the 5 rounder.
In a free.
Cool.
But the 3, you
Cool,
have to
that's
be
not-
sharp.
yes,
Like,
yeah.
you know what I mean?
But I just don't see Sugar beating Marab over like on the rounds in 3-round fight, 5-round fight. Like I think
Yeah,
the only way he does it is by stoppage.
beating Marab, I think your chances are probably better. You know, I don't know. You know,
In a 3, innit?
I was thinking that, but then
Yeah, because Umar, if it was a 3-round fight, Umar beats
Umar
him.
wins, innit? Yeah.
2-1 clean.
All right, well, let's move on to the next fight because I think this is what everybody needs to be speaking about right now. Well, I know everyone's going to be looking at me.
That man put hands on that man. That man put hands on that man.
Nah, you know what? Before we go over to me, let's start with Greeny, yeah? Because Greeny, yeah, let me say this. You don't rate the Ridder. You said, I don't really rate this guy.
Don't.
Yeah,
I still don't.
This is why it's going to be interesting for
This is of no
me
interest
to hear your
anyone.
breakdown. I need to hear your breakdown on this, bro. He got a performance of the night as well. Now, is Bo that bad or is the Ridder that good?
The Ridder runs Dunn's River. How about that? Yeah. If the Ridder, you know what I'm saying? That's what he.
You say
fucked
Dan's
Bo.
River. Don't
Bo's
use
still
Jamaican
Bo's
places.
still there by Dun River.
Don't use Jamaican places, man.
That's where he's at. Listen, Bo Nickal punched up my man. What was his name from Dance River? My brother.
Woodburn.
Yeah, and he just stayed there. He's still on holiday there, bro. You can't tell me that I've not seen. When was his last fight? Like 9 months ago. You can't tell me that you've been training and working in your striking and all this stuff, yeah, and you get to this fight and you look like that. Because, bro, I'll be honest, his wrestling don't even look good anymore.
Yeah.
His wrestling don't even look good.
Yeah, that's what happens though when you enter MMA. Your best tool, it degrades, and everything else should get better, and it all levels out. But with him, you know what it is for me. Yeah, he was obviously a project. He was a project. Yeah, but I feel at this level, UFC, you shouldn't be fighting in the UFC under 10 fights.
Bro,
at all.
You know when you say it's a project, do you know what really this was? This was CM Punk. This was CM Punk, younger version. This was younger version of CM Punk. No one tell me nothing.
Sometimes you just
that's
talk.
Crazy.
Sometimes someone said that in the comments.
That's crazy.
Greeny just be talking sometimes.
Bro, how am I chatting nonsense, fam?
CM
Punk came to the thing.
This is a real wrestler.
Yeah,
this
bro.
is like real time physical.
He's like the best American wrestler, bro.
But he ain't. Did he fight at the Olympics?
No,
Did he compete at the Olympics? Then he's not the best.
Okay, but I'm talking about state champions with all that.
State champion, bro. You might be from a shit state. How about that?
No, he was the world American champion.
How can you be the world and
he's
meaty, man.
D1
He's meaty,
champion,
bro.
or whatever
I've
they
been
call
said
it.
it from a while
Whatever they
ago.
call it. But I'm just
He's not good, man. He's not good.
all right. But let's go on.
And you're right. He shouldn't be in the UFC.
No, you shouldn't. No, I think you need to be well vetted before you enter the UFC, man. All these projects that they're doing, they're like you're taking a chance in it, and then it's like you have people like Sage added up. Some people work out. Like Chase Hooper, I was thinking, I don't know if he's gonna work out. He's looking like he might work out.
It didn't work out till it did. Paddy's another one.
No, Paddy was vetted. He was way vetted by them. They're taking a chance, and I can't remember how many fights he's had.
Talbot. Is he under 10?
I can't remember, but
Yeah,
I think
like
you
9.
should have a good amount of fights before you end. Because figuring it out on the fly is for what, bro? Pereira's. But you see, another thing is,
but you are saying that this guy's an elite wrestler. Do you know what I'm saying?
but that's the thing.
No,
he doesn't know how to.
He is. There's
I
MMA
shouldn't say he doesn't know how. He's not putting it together well yet. That's the problem.
because he's got no hands.
But you
Yeah.
He started the fight off with an overhand right to try and take my man's head off, bro. That's not composure. That's not understanding what you need to do. That's not sticking behind the jab and leveling and getting to know man and hitting man off balance. You're new to this. You need to really stick to the basics. He's throwing wild shots like he can rely on other things. He can't rely on other things because you haven't been through that fire.
But
you getting gas being, what are you, 6-0, 7-0, or whatever you are, that's not good enough. It don't work like that. And in MMA, I think he's learned very quick because how he lost last night, from what I watched, is because he got out-ragdolled, out-dogged, out, like, he was just soft in there.
Knee in the belly for him.
It's not forgetting
Knee in
that.
the gut.
No, he got hurt before that.
Yeah.
He was just soft,
By a
bro.
knee in the gut.
Yeah, you're right. But the Ridder, you could tell the Ridder looked like he come from one championship last night. You know, like the clinch work. You know, like it's all about clinch work over there.
That's the thing. I've said this before. Clinch work is important in MMA, and people aren't really that good at it. Bro.
I've said thank you.
And as a wrestler, I would expect him to be way better in the clinch.
But this is my thing. When you say about sticking to basics, yeah,
go on,
brother. Look, let me take this to a world that I know. Yeah, you see, like I play basketball, yeah, and I'm good at basketball. Cool. I know that I'm a good shooter. Yeah. You see, if it gets down to the nitty gritty and it's a last minute thing, yeah, I'm not trying to dunk on man. I'm trying to shoot in their face. If you're Bo Nickal and you're state champion, national champion, American champion, world champion, I'm the best wrestler in the, then why the fuck you not wrestling? Why are you trying to punch? Why are you trying to kick?
Because you have to
wrestle,
kick.
blood.
No.
Get in there, but stick to your strengths.
All right, cool. You're right.
Bro, the Ridder should not, under any circumstances, be knocking anyone out in the UFC. Shouldn't be.
No, but he's knocking out both.
No.
So there you go.
But that's what I'm
Something
saying.
That's unforeseen. It was
But
so
then it shouldn't
like
be
you said,
UFC.
Rimz was a project. You're right. If you want to agree, you're right. Then
man.
you have to say Rimz is right. But But where I disagree with what you just said there, yeah, is that the wrestling, you're going, just use your wrestling, bro. We broke that down enough times, bro. It don't just work like that when you just have a wrestling background. You got to open up. These guys,
A man named
hold
Hamza.
on. No,
But he sets it. Even he sets it
thank
up,
you,
bro.
I know he jumps across the case, but he
Bro,
starts off high.
he doesn't set it up. He does it
That's 'cause he
within
can
2
punch.
seconds. He's at your ankle.
Can I
Within
speak?
2
Can I
seconds.
speak?
Tell me I'm
Can I
wrong though.
speak?
No, he
Am I-
does. He does set it
Jesus
up a bit, bro.
Christ.
He jumps at your ankle, bro.
Let him continue, man.
Sorry, Bragz. Go on.
Bro,
The Maggie's.
you
the
got
Maggie's
to understand.
Man
Sometimes
said
I feel
Maggie,
like
bro.
you know what it is.
Go
though?
on, go on.
Sometimes I feel like you don't understand fighting, and I know you
looking for
do.
sponsorship.
You know that. Sad.
No, but you understand what I'm saying about Hamza though.
I don't, bro. Because sometimes it's like you understand fighting, but you really don't, bro. It's
Hamza
like it's
dives
so
at a man's
mad,
feet,
bro.
You're supposed to stick to
Yeah,
your strengths, man.
but Hamza can strike, bro. Hamza actually got. I'm not saying he's not like the greatest hands, or whatever, but he got decent hands. This man feels like he's like he's fucking the man them that I know outside Pharaohs and that, bro. When they scrap, bro.
Friday night.
Yeah, like when some like brother, what?
I hear
No composure. He's got no shoulders square. He doesn't do this. He doesn't come behind. Bro, I box better than him, bro. You all man, and I'm not even being disrespectful. Bro, don't even stand up and squarely do this, bro. That's just a natural boxing. He don't even turn his. He does this, bro. What? And he does it all the time. He has no composure. He has no, and that's because maybe he's never really been hit in the face. And when he does get hit in the face, so I said he's a bit soft. This is the difference between them. This is what I said about Hamza and that. Yo, man come from war-stricken homes, doing sambo wrestling where it's rough and gritty. This guy is doing D1, like someone said, D1 wrestling might be overhyped, but it's not as gritty. It's not bona fide.
No,
it's not
wrestling is it's a gritty.
Sambo.
Like, it's one of the grittiest. I definitely think
because it smashes up your knees.
But
I'm talking about getting hit in your
but
face.
getting
Bro,
used to getting hit.
bro.
is,
When your nose gets like this and your eyes water, bro. I've had, bro. And your eyes start watering, bro, and you're blinking 4 times, and a man still boxing you up outside your head, bro. And you're like, no,
You better
you're
put your
not used
hands
to
up.
that, bro. Hamza's got cliff lip. Like, brother, it's different. He's been through pain, bro.
Hey, Hamza's gonna absolutely murder you if you ever buck him, bro.
Bro, it's the truth, bro.
Man's talking about you.
No, but I'm reading. He's been through pain. Man understands the. I'm just saying, this is a soft American boy. Like, and I'm not saying he's soft in that way, in a sense, because he wrestles and he does MMA. But I'm saying, like you said, the Ridder shouldn't be out grinding you in them clinch works like that.
The Ridder is
The Ridder's a
He's
jiu-jitsu guy.
a unit though. He's a unit.
well done for
the
last
weight
night,
as well.
but you get punched out by most of the people in the UFC top 5, top 10, top. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that might not even matter because
Give him Carvalho then. Let's see what happens.
Carvalho.
Give
That's
him
a good
Hamza.
fight.
Let's see what happens.
I'll watch it.
I'll watch it.
Yeah.
I'll watch
Oh,
it.
of course.
Because he's been dealing. Everyone he's been dealing with.
He's
But
undefeated in the UFC.
He's not really fought anyone though.
Kevin
Kevin
Holland.
Holland,
Holland.
he
He's
fought,
fought the joke man of the UFC. That's who he's fought.
Is
He's
it
actually
Paul
fought a
Craig?
joke
Paul
man.
Craig.
Did you fight
Come
Gardner
on,
Nelson? No, it wasn't him.
No.
Paul Craig, I swear.
No, it
Did he
wasn't
fought Paul Craig?
Was it Paul Craig?
Yeah,
I swear it
no,
was Paul
but
Craig.
Nickal fought Paul Craig and he was thingy.
Oh no,
What's
what's his
Mercer.
name?
Come on, he's
Gerald
fought
Mercer.
the joke man of the middleweight division, bro. This man has fought the who's of where's Wally, fam.
But he got them out, but he's getting rid of them though. So that tells you that he's of a
okay.
level, bro.
Yeah.
If he's getting rid of them.
At UFC. Yeah. So and he sub Holland as well. So.
Oh,
Get me?
man.
But I'm not saying we're not saying the Ridder's the.
Did he
that's
sub
gonna
Holland?
be? Yeah, he subbed Holland, bro.
Oh,
See,
Bro,
makes
like-
Holland not even bad. That's what I'm saying.
Bro.
So
That he might be what we thought Muniz was gonna be. He might be that guy for the UFC.
you're right.
He might be still.
Because he's got balance. It's awkward
can you pull up the
balance.
middleweight rankings?
He ain't gonna
Can you
win.
pull up
He
the middleweight
he ain't winning
rankings?
now. He ain't winning now.
I like that fact that Principal saying is just saying RDR versus Ikram Alaskarov.
Oh, that's a good
That's
fight.
alright. Yeah, that's a good
That'd
fight.
be a good fight. Yeah. Ikram
go.
versus RDR.
Right. Emma was number 1 now.
Yeah, no, that's the
Hey, Imo! Hey, Imo!
It's allowed stricter than
Where's
number
Carl? 8th.
6.
That's dead.
Got it? Over Robert fucking Whittaker. Fuck off, man.
Crazy.
You
They never
fucking
rated-
pricks, man. Who does the UFC rankings, bro? Fire them motherfuckers immediately, fam. That is embarrassing.
No,
man.
but you see, Hernandez, he punches up a lot of their man up there, you know. I'm
Who
telling you,
didn't see his above
Fluffy,
Hernandez?
Fluffy is that guy. You want to know about IQ? Fluffy's
fighting?
that
Has he got a fight
guy.
book?
I'm excited when Fluffy fights, bro. Because You know what? Traffy's that guy that can beat Imavov, man. In a 5-round fight after cardio.
Yeah.
He can kill a lot of guys because he fights out high. Even Branio, bro, he can beat them, man. They're 5-rounders.
I just saw a name, Brendan Allen for RDR. Give him Brendan Allen. Brendan Allen's coming off a loss. He's number 8? Is that number 8? No, number 9.
He's
11th. Number 9.
He's 11th.
What?
Yeah.
Brendan is 11th, yeah.
Nah,
Fluffy's 9.
Zoom into that. That's number 11, bro. I'm gonna ask him. Bunning. Jesus. Jason, and not the Wagwan, bro. I promise you, my eyes are moving mad. Too much Call of Duty, fam. You know what I'm saying? But no, yeah, cool. Yeah, I'm saying give him Brendan Allen. If he's number 11, that makes even more sense.
Well,
you got to give him a ranked opponent.
13th. He's 13th. He's ranked.
I didn't give him number 11. Yeah, that moves him up, man.
All right, cool. But
That's a good fight.
Are you shocked with Bo, though? Let's go with that quickly.
Am I shocked with Bo? His development's been kind of dead. I'm not shocked.
Facts. I'm not shocked. No, I am.
I am a little bit.
I thought he's wrestling. I thought he's wrestling. You know what it is when he goes in there as well? He has no fucking game plan, bro.
But that's what I'm saying,
you're
though.
right. You're right. No, you're right. It's the way you break it down, though, bro. You just be like, oh, he should. You'll be like, he should wrestle. You're right, but you still have to have a game plan with it. These are all good guys, bro. These are UFC guys, brother. They're good. You don't really wrestle every day. Even when they're bad wrestlers, they have to. They have no choice.
Of course, but
there's ways to still set up. You can't just go in like straight single. Like, bro, some of these guys are stronger than you
But
as well,
Bragz.
and can defend very well.
You see, when someone says they're an elite this, yeah, like Pereira is an elite kickboxer, yeah, he goes in there, he gets you to play his game. He's going to kickbox with you, and he's going to get the better of you. Hamzat, whether he goes in there and dives your ankles or whether he sets it up, whatever, yeah, he goes in there with a game plan of taking you down. Once he gets you to the ground, it's his territory. And that's what Bo Nickal should be saying. I'm a D1
but listen
wrestler.
to what I'm saying to you, bro.
Should be trying to
let me
knock
tell
man
you. Let me defend Bo a little bit. Where Rimz is right. He was a project. Hamza, Pereira were never projects. They come from pre organizations that you hit. You get hit. You fight. He don't. Wrestling's fighting, but it's not. You gotta get hit in your face.
Wrestling is not fighting. It's just controlling.
It's controlling. Thank you.
And
it's not fight. It's a bit like jiu-jitsu. It's not mad fighting.
People
bro.
at home are gonna say, "Oh, but these men take a lot of damage."
It's control. It's not fighting.
A lot of people are gonna say at home and say, "Oh, but these men take a lot of damage." But it's different type of damage. To your point.
Yeah, of course, wrestling you get hurt, your knees go, bro. You get blown out.
Worse damage.
Yeah, I'm not saying, but it's not damage where you come, bro. If I get, like I said, punched in my nose, bro, and as I'm going for a single, bro, but you really hurt me, bro. That grip on that single is not the same. That grip where I first went in, I'm thinking, raw, because you stunned me, bro. That's just natural life. Let me slap you in your face right now. And then you get me, it's just normal. So I just don't think these guys are vetted like the Hamzats, like the Pereiras of getting hit and knowing how to recover well. He looked bad off. Before the knee, he got punched up a bit, bro. And he was hurt, bro. He got hurt, bro.
That man put hands on that, man.
He did.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like you just look soft. When I was watching it, I'm like, bro, you look soft. Like, I was just like, you just have no. You get me? You got
very much composure throughout the whole period of him getting hit. There's no composure. He just looked like he just wilted. He's just
and broke down.
Yeah.
Even when he got hit, he was like it was like he was surprised that he got hurt by that because he got up straight away and was like, with the ref like, no, I'm alright, innit? It's like you should have been able to handle that.
Could have been a liver shot as well though, because it was on the left side. The right side, sorry. So could have just shut down. You know.
But the Bo Nickal hype is, I don't know if it's officially dead.
Oh, it is.
Is it?
No. He's got one chance at redemption.
For real, because the Ridder is a UFC.
Just go away.
Before you say that, it's just because the Ridder has been undefeated in the UFC so far. He's ex-champion in multiple weights.
Yeah.
He's got a bit up and he's making his name for himself now. Yeah. Depending on how well the Ridder does, it's all going to be dependent on as well with Bo.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
And also with Bo Nickal, you're right, Rimz. He needs to go away.
Yeah, he needs to go to the mountains still.
He needs to go to the mountains.
He needs to go back to Dunn's River, fam. That's what he needs to do.
And learn how to set some of this up because he just looks.
Man said Bo Nickal
Versus Joe
versus
Python.
Joe Python. You must want him dead. Dead, you want him dead.
Bo Nickal did
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, but Python will kill him. still.
We knock his head off.
But if that's the case, I don't really know what we're doing here, if I'm being honest. Like,
Yeah.
no, honestly, look, I'll be real. If I'm Dana, I'm saying, do you know what? I think I've seen enough, mate. Sorry. Honestly.
Yeah.
Because they pumped a lot of money into him, bro. Like, if you think about his profile and how big he's become very quickly, they've put their
He's an
marketing machine behind
All-American,
him.
bro.
Yeah, they put their
Them All-Americans get
but-
promoted,
Yeah,
bro.
but it's same as Sage Northcott had all the marketing team behind him.
Yeah, he looks the part.
Do you know what I'm
like
saying?
him, he looks the
and
part.
look what they did with him. Said one championship. You just lost against the one champion's ex-champion. Go there and see if you can make your name
Yeah,
there and
but
come back.
how often do UFC do trades? Not often. It's not
No,
often
it's
UFC
not a
gets
trade. It's a see you later thing, bruv.
cut him.
See,
Nah,
yeah.
he's too big. He's too big. People are gonna want to see him still come back. Look at that. Mine's 325 as a favorite. That's crazy.
Oh, what? I could have won money on dividend last night.
One money on
Mad
the
thing,
man.
fam.
Hey,
RDR gets punched up by most man as well, though. I don't want to hear that, man.
Yeah.
People are saying, "Oh, him versus DDP would be a good fight." No, it wouldn't. Lie it, bruv.
Who?
Nah, I think
Yeah.
DDP.
Oh,
No, DDP will punch
DDP
him.
will punch him up,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, we'll hurt him. Yeah. He's not gonna even get him down because no. It's not that.
Hey, quickly, you see what one done?
For the Friday night thing.
They uploaded a clip of Malakin punching up the radar like in this morning.
Oh, swear down. Letting man them know that this is our champion still.
When I saw that, I was like, "You man are demonic." Hey,
That's what Dana's on. That's what Dana's on.
that
bro.
was cold. I was like, "Right,
Yeah.
no, you're on."
I like that still.
That's good promotion for
That's
him.
good promotion.
The guy's
Yeah, I like
fighting,
that
and this is the
still.
guy that's fighting in the
I like
organization.
that. I like that. a
This is
lot
the guy that punched him up. Wow. Well, we're gonna have to see what happens with Bo Nickal in the future, guys. Man, it's gonna be interesting to know. Go on.
Hey, look at the point that was just made, bro. They
What's
put Bo Nickal on the main card of 300.
Yeah, we
bro.
knew that was wrong. We said that was
See you
wrong.
later, mate.
Against Val Woodman.
Was
said
that a
that.
fight? Was that a fight?
Something like that. Yeah.
We
We said that. We said that.
That
We
is
said we all agreed that night he should have never been there.
Anywhere
Even
near it.
Yeah, I remember now. Yeah, you was. Yeah,
I had that Bo, from the beginning because of his wrestling. Remember, I was off the back of watching his Dagestan man wrestle, and being like, that's the way to win. So I was like, bro, an all-American wrestler like this, oh, he's all got to do is learn hands. That shouldn't be.
Easy to learn hands in the wrestling thing,
So I was
yeah.
like, you should be able to. After that, Hamzat will kill him in round one.
I remember he was talking shit on Hamzat as well. He was talking mad on Hamzat. He was talking mad. He's saying wrestling shit. Bro, hey, Hamzat.
And you
was-
struggled with the riddle on top of
Yo.
you. Imagine
Hamzat might throw him out the cage for now. Big man thing, bro. First fight to lose bag. Getting out the
Crazy.
cage, fam.
Hey,
They should make that a rule, by the way. I know that they banned you can't throw a man out the cage, but they should actually make that a rule. If you throw a man out the cage, you win. Am I wrong? Because if you are able to pick a man up of your weight and throw him out the cage, you deserve to win anyway.
that's insane.
That's brilliant. Francis would have just dashed everybody out,
Until he bucked John Jones.
bro. Got something in the air.
Bro,
Just
Hey.
some air ninja choke. Alright,
man.
well, that was the card really wrapped up.
Yeah,
Other
man,
fights will go
everything
over.
comes.
Ponzinibbio absolutely got slept.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
the ref, he thought it was got called early. I don't think
No, he did not get pulled early,
Yeah,
bro.
That's what the ref, you remember he was moaning to the ref saying it was early. But yeah, that was one for the road. Montel Jackson.
Looks good, man.
I didn't see this one.
Good, didn't
looks
it?
good.
Montel.
Well, Marcos is on a little bit of a run as well, so yeah, it was a good little fight. That's
He
bantamweight
looked,
for you, though,
weight
man.
drained as well before the weigh-ins, man. Him and the Riddler looked bad on the weigh-ins. Yeah, they look really weight drained.
Smother,
And
man.
then cover Smother man, fire for that name. That's crazy.
Man, that smother man.
He was fighting Surrey, Sydney,
Oh yeah, the last one as well.
Crane. Oh, Jeremy Stevens, but he lost.
He
of
lost.
course.
Yeah, he lost on the decision.
Yeah. He shouldn't be fighting in the UFC.
See ya.
Misha Tate, she won on. She lost.
Oh, she lost,
Rana
yeah.
Santos.
Done, man.
Yeah, of course she should
Bro,
be fighting.
how
either.
on earth is she not even on the main card for this? Do you know what I'm saying?
Because she's done.
I know, but
Extracted
Because of her name.
all the stardom
yeah,
out
see,
of
that's
her.
what I'm saying
She's done,
of her
bro.
name. Bro, they got Smother man above her, bro. That's mad.
Carry on quickly, Rimz, Ryan Loader. I didn't see nothing else. I wanted to see what else. Maria Rodriguez.
Robertson done well.
Yeah, no, that man needs to get cut. I
Oh,
saw that.
don't
I was
take
half.
that.
I was
He's
half.
a
I was
waste.
half awake for that, but yeah, he needs to get cut. He's shit, bro.
Terrible. Absolutely
Shit.
dog dude.
All right. Before we move on to news,
Must have.
shout out
Yeah.
Sim
Jeez.
Yo,
The one and only
that
Pal.
was cold in
Yeah, that was
PFL
cold still.
world
course.
tournament. Knocked out my man.
Sim's the guy.
Vicious elbows.
He's vicious, you know.
Yeah.
We've seen it from when he was fighting in Stars.
Fight stars.
Fight Stars. Bro, he's vicious, bro. The knee from back there, he's a vicious. He's actually a finisher, you know. He goes for the finish. He's not just trying to get out the decision out here, you know. Shout out
Through
to
to the
Sim.
semi-final.
And he gets. I notice. As soon as he gets motion, when he gets motion, it's
peak.
mad. It's
When
mad.
he feels the rhythm.
When he gets motion,
Yeah.
it's crazy.
Yeah.
Hey, we got asked this. We got asked the question. Are we talking 100 men versus one gorilla? What are we saying? We've all seen the clips, yeah. Can 100 men take on one gorilla? What happens?
Since I'm with Greeny on this one, because I don't even have to speak to Greeny, we watch a lot of Animal Planet and David Attenborough. Take it away for the people at home, please.
Hey, man, listen, yeah. You ain't seen my algorithm, yeah? So I've already seen this happen. Yeah. Listen, yeah. One gorilla gonna punch up enough people, bro. Silverback. Do you know, yeah? Look, no, fuck this, bro. What do you mean, fam? I get offended by this question. Because if I'm one of the 100 men, I'm not fighting. You know that, right? I'm running away, fam. I'm running and keep on running and running, fam. You know that silverback can lift up 800 kilograms?
I
I
can't.
think it's more than that, I swear.
Above its head.
More I was seeing.
Bro. But even, cool, it might be more, but even just think 800 kilograms, yeah? Man, them are struggling to bench 100.
Yeah.
My man's lifting up 8 of them. Bro,
People
you
don't
can't
forget
fathom
this.
that.
Look,
You can't fathom that.
even if you had like 100 man there and the one gorilla and you're running, him running at you and he's swiping 20
Bro, like-
man, 20 to 30 man are injured, even if your legs just broke. Even if you're like, you're not gonna be able to walk now. You might be like, you're finished, bro. But bro, he's swiping.
He'll come back for you later.
He's swiping out a good 50 in about 10 seconds. He ain't even tired yet. He's just started.
People that
He just swipe. You can't grab him. How do you grab him?
Yeah, but
bro?
with no
yeah,
weapons.
for people
how
think
you
they
gonna
can
force
hold his hands
That's what I
and.
said. How do you grab him,
But
bro?
I was talking to Lankz about this, bro. I'm trying to tell him, bro, like, it's like the Hulk versus normal people, bro. Everyone's getting mashed up. Everybody is getting mashed up.
The real question is this average men or are we talking
Bro,
MMA fighters?
bro.
Because if it's MMA fighters,
They're
give me a
not-
couple Nate
they can't.
Diaz's, a couple Brock Lesnar's and a John Jones, and you might have a chance.
You won't, bro. You know what it is? This thing can literally go like this, and your leg is bro. You don't even mean to. Your legs.
You see the
Brother,
videos
your
of when they-
arms are that.
You know-
bro,
you know
you
fruit-
can't. They will play around, bro. And they will think our arms are like little sticks, like boom. They won't even mean to, bro.
You know
like,
that-
you're not. Come on, man.
them videos where there's someone by the fence, yeah, and the thing just grabs the cloth of your clothes, just one little pinch like this and brings you close to the thing, fam. And now you're just stuck against the cage, asking for the zookeepers to come help you, fam. Bro,
Have you seen the clip where the gorilla picks up the man in the forest when he's laying down and he just drags him and drops it?
oh yeah, no. And the way they fight, bro, the way they fight is mad. They're gonna drag you, they're gonna bite you, bro. Man, there's gonna be 100 people with no digits left, fam. Fingers, toes, and dicks, all gone.
Yeah, bro. Bites harder than a lion. I saw still.
And his teeth are like that, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? But this is my thing. How is a human putting harm on the gorilla with no weapons? See, the thing, people will say, one of my boys said, we are the creme de la creme. We are the top of the heap when it comes to animals. I'm saying,
Intellectually,
yeah, because we use weapons, bro.
yeah.
Shoot
Like,
from
man,
far.
they've got guns.
Yeah.
Shoot
Do you know
from
what I'm
far.
saying? Without guns, bro, crocodiles and lions and gorillas and stuff, they run this thing.
Without guns, Planet of the Apes will be real. Because chimps are the closest thing to us, and chimps will fuck us up.
Yeah,
easy.
yeah, chimps will
They'll
mash us
punch
up.
us up. They'll punch us up, and then they'll just take it because they're smart like humans. They'll be like, "This is what you man do." All right, cool. And they'll just punch us up and take away.
Yeah.
Take everything away. We'll be slaves to them.
Is there anyone at home that actually thinks 100 men win? I can't lie to you. For me, I don't even understand how that.
Thanks.
Lankz think, yeah, but
Well, he
Lankz would
considered
though,
it
man.
still. He considered it, bro.
No, you have to consider it, but you.
Bro, you'll be too scared at the beginning.
It's that still. It's the fear.
You'll be
bruv.
fair. You won't even know. Like you won't have that. You're not that guy, bro. No one is that guy. Not even Jonathan Jones is that guy.
There has
bro.
to be a bare sacrifices for
Yeah.
that to even work.
Yeah, but
Be close to working.
every single one of them 100 people is saying it's not me though. I'm not the sacrifice. Do you know what I'm saying? Who wants to be the sacrifice,
Yeah, it's
fam?
mad.
For the 100 men, I don't want to be the sacrifice for the 100 men. Everyone can die, fam. If I have to die, everybody have to die, fam.
Well, on that note, I think we all know what you think. Well, you know what we think. We think, hey, 100 men are going to fucking getting put in the coffin. You know what I'm saying?
That's the saddest thing about it. There's gonna be no one left to to put you in a coffin, bro.
Man saying
gonna eat you,
100 Ngannous will win easy.
At that, I'm here for. I'm saying 100. Bro, give me like 50 Ngannous and you win. Because Ngannou can put a bit of
man
pressure
don't
on
understand, bro. Soft tissue. Man, you don't think because Ngannou, bro, do you know there's something called soft tissue, bro? We have the most like soft tissue ever. It's not hard tissue. It's not instilled fucking iron and still in brother, we have tissue, bro.
I feel like if a gorilla punches you, your brain's coming out your back of your cranium, bro. Like,
Brother, are you mad?
Yeah, but it's not punching you though, bro. It's just hitting you. Just like it's like a slap thing. You're still flying. You're still flying.
bro, that's better internal bleeding, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
done. That's what I'm saying. You're on the floor like this, bro.
It's definitely
Screaming. You're not even dead yet, bro.
100 Eddie Halls.
I
No,
think
he said two. Do you see what Eddie Hall said?
He said,
Yeah.
Two of them.
Like Eddie Hall's saying that in his prime he could lift like 700 kilograms and that. And I hear it, yeah, but you still can't. If you do that,
bro, with no balance, you're just sitting there like, with a
Yeah,
gorilla
yeah,
that has mad balance.
this is the thing as well, bro. That
Do you know
thing-
how much? Do you know how
you
much
try to
they
chase
run?
down
Have you
that
seen
gorilla?
them with all fours? Have you seen them on all fours with balance? Boom in Eddie, boom in Eddie Hall's head, bro. Done. Next snap, done, bro. Come on.
I feel like everyone hears this, yeah, but them man ain't been to the zoo and seen the silverback.
That's what I'm saying.
Because even behind that glass, I'm nervous. I promise you, bro. I stand there like, bro, like I can go and see the tigers and the lions and that, and I'm like, oh, look at the tigers right there, the lions right there. I'm like, oh, look, like that glass. I know that lion's not gonna get through that glass. When you see the silverback, you're like,
to the glass and goes.
if it decides to just go, boo, 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 bro, ain't a man seen King Kong, fam? How you think that thing busts out the chains, fam? I get no, but honestly, bro, them things are dangerous still. I'm not on it, fam. Far from.
All right, well, that's the 100 grand
alright.
debate. All wrapped up for you.
Yeah, no, we're done, man, because news ain't really news this week, man.
There's a wrap.
Yeah,
Sent to
yeah.
Dagestan and forget.
Yeah, bro.
Hey, a silverback that's been Dagestan is long.
Guys, we appreciate everyone that took part today. You know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. We will be back next week for Bilal Muhammad
Hey, we back, baby.
and JDM.
Remember the name.
We are out.